The singer's biggest way to impact an organization or group of people is to focus on solid and reliable leadership. With barely a month to the election of new leaders for the Association of Nigerians here in Nova Scotia, they are highly motivated people who have decided to lead the association to the next level. Our guest, Omolola AGBAJE Williams, is one of the vice presidential candidates for the 2022 ANNS elections. She is an internationally trained lawyer who holds degrees in law from the University of Lagos, Queen Mary University of London, and National Committee on Accreditation, NCA, of the Federation of Law Societies of Canada, FLSA. She joins us from Halifax. Thank you for joining us, Lola.
Thank you so much, Promise. Happy to be here.
Same here. So, Lola, can you tell us, the audience, a little bit about yourself and why you accepted the nomination to run for the office of Vice President ANNS?
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Promise. As you've heard, my name is Lola AGBAJE Williams, LAW for short, which also happens to be my profession. I'm a legal professional. I live here in the Halifax Regional Municipality with my husband and two energetic boys. One of some of my strong values, for those who know me, are number one, integrity. I love to ensure integrity in everything that I do. It's one of the core values that I hold dear. I love to leave lasting impressions on people, provide solutions that can help them to navigate the problems that they have. And I also have a strong devotion to responsibility and accountability. I love to deliver results. And this is evident in every leadership position that I have been opportune to have. I want to thank everyone who nominated me for the position of Vice President of the Association of Nigerians in Nova Scotia. Thank you so much for believing in me, in those unique set of abilities that I have, and I hope to make you proud.
Awesome. So, you're a legal practitioner here in Canada, an advocate for equity, diversity, inclusion, and of course, reconciliation. You certainly have a great deal and grip of immigration matters. How would you use those experiences you've gathered over the years for the association if elected?
Thank you so much, Promise. I am a champion for equity, diversity, and inclusion. I chair this committee at my law firm, Boyne Clark, which is one of the foremost law firms here in Atlantic Canada. I'm also on the equity liaison group of the Canadian Bar Association, and I'm always trying to be involved in that conversation, navigating changes and advocacy for improvements to the qualification process for internationally trained lawyers and NCA students. I've been able to do that in so many other roles that I have within the Canadian Bar Association as Vice Chair of the Law Student Section, and also Global Lawyer of Lawyers of Canada Atlantic Region Director. We've been able to advocate for changes to the licensing process, to barriers to the career pathway for internationally trained lawyers. And we are beginning to see those changes and influence changes at my firm level, and also with the work of other professionals who are working very hard in this respect. We've been able to be able to influence the changes and the conversations. There are also so many other consultations with key organizations that we've been able to be involved in. And I am passionate about navigating those changes, fostering those changes within the qualification process for Black professionals and also for Black minorities here in Nova Scotia and around Canada.
Right. So, talking about equity, as you're aware, the president makes basically the decisions in most cases. And how would you ensure that transparency, fairness, and of course, accountability prevails if you're elected? And of course, decisions which are made should be centered, member centered. So, how do you intend to influence that process?
Thank you very much, Promise. One of the things that I believe strongly in is leveraging a system for engaging with members and leveraging the collective resources of knowledge, of expertise that already exist. So we have to have make the floor open for participation, being able to listen to the suggestions that our brilliant members have, and sit down, review those suggestions and develop action points that we can execute. definitely an organization is only as strong as its membership. And being able to open the floor for representation, being able to listen to the needs of the members and ensure that the systems and the executions that we put in place actually address those needs, will be able to deliver the value that we seek for members. And this is something that I believe strongly in, and that everywhere I go, I try to emphasize that need for inclusion, because there is nothing for us without us. You know, we need the involvement of people. We need to be able to listen and address the needs that they have, and provide those services that they seek. And I believe that we can actually improve that process with the help of the other executives, to ensure that we have build an association that is truly inclusive, that listens to those needs of its members and responds adequately to those needs, by ensuring that the services that we deliver address those needs. And with the help of everybody who we allow to be involved, we can be able to achieve that.
Certainly, Lola, and of course, needs the vary too, depending on the personalities involved here. So, for our community, we have a diverse ethnic groups here. We have different cultures here. We have different beliefs. So, how do you intend to bring the various groups together and make sure that we are forming one common front and we are together?
Thank you very much, Promise. Like I've said, I have a great experience working with different people. And if we see ourselves as one, irrespective of our tribal or even our background, our tribal background, or wherever we're coming from, because even here in Nova Scotia, so many people immigrated from different countries apart from Nigeria, though we are Nigerians. But if we open the floor of inclusion, diversity, and recognizing the fact that are made up of diverse individuals, we open the floor for participation. We listen to their particular needs, because we do not determine that we know it all, but listen to the needs that they have, and make sure that we put programs in place that allow those different diverse expression, the diverse views that come from the different people that make up the association. Then we can, build the association into a truly inclusive and diverse association. We won't definitely, with the help of the other executives, we want to be able to build that inclusive environment that does not turn down suggestions, that does not turn down the offers to help from people, but allows everyone to be involved wherever they are, irrespective of race, irrespective of sex, irrespective of background. Everybody has a great contribution to make, and I intend to work with the executive to allow everyone to be able to make such a contribution, and listen to those contributions, make it into something greater, and actually make it into sustainable systems that we can put in place.
Oh, that's interesting. And on the final note, what would be your message to the community? I mean, those ones who are behind you solidly, just wanting to make sure that they have the next vice president in Lola. What would you be saying to them?
Thank you so much. One of the key things that I intend to ensure is effective governance. And with my background and some of the things that you know about me, it is something that I do not take lightly. So I want to work with the executives to ensure that we deliver on the rule of law. We deliver on following due process and ensuring that we listen and identify and respond to the needs of members. I invite you to participate in this election by ensuring that you pay your membership dues, and also registering to vote before the deadline of February 21st. Come election day, vote, because your vote is your power. It is your opportunity to decide and participate in that decision of how the association is run. If we want to see a better association, if we want to see a more inclusive association, if we want to see an association that delivers on effective governance, that looks over the bylaws, that ensures that there's a review done and the bylaws is truly inclusive of the needs of the association and is followed along with the due process, then I invite you to vote me for the position of vice president, so that I can extend that level of influence to the executive and I can represent you in this regard. Thank you so much.
Lola, I wish you success at the poll. And on that note, I'd like to thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you so much, Promise. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so this Sunday, February 13th, Lola will be in a live debate with other vice presidential candidates in the 2022 ANNS election. It will be live streamed beginning at 4 p.m. prompt. If you're a business owner who would like to advise your customers and take advantage of the opportunity to showcase your business, your product and services, for sponsorship and details, please contact Tokwe on 902-441-7293 or call Ismail on 902-440-8821. And for any other inquiry, simply email us at communityupdateNS@gmail.com. My name is Promise as always, and I'll be back with more updates.
Hello, my name is Oluseye Ajetomobi. I'm a licensed realtor in Nova Scotia, and I'm with Royal LePage Atlantic. And I'm a proud member of the community of Nigerians living in Nova Scotia. The greatness of a community is measured by the actions of its members. That is why I'm supporting the ANNS 2022 debate as one of the sponsors of this historic event. Because alone, we can do so little, but together, we can do so much. Thank you.